Only me will stream your tour today. Hey everybody, hello and welcome to Massively Overpowered Television, where we bring you yet another episode of Star Wars The Old Republic, Choose My Alignment. The funny thing is today, I am all alone. You might notice there's no Aunt Larry there. I'm actually going at this alone for the first time in a year. We'll see how well that goes. Thanks everybody for joining. I am excited to get in and continue with these companion conversations, which must be completed with lots of C's in order to get us into the Kotfi expansion, which will get us into the next expansion, which, by the way, opened up early today for subscribers. So if you guys are an early subscriber, boom, there you go, you can get inside. It is a bit of a long download, so get it started if you haven't already. And of course, I've got some good news for you guys. Even though my character is not ready to be in the expansion, Larry's is, and I think we just talked him into streaming the expansion on Friday. So hold him to it, guys. That'll be fun. For now, we're going to jump in and see if we can get the rest of these things knocked out so that all we've got left is Scorpio. And after that, expansion. 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 Oh, hey, why don't we actually look at the game too? I was gonna say, wait, there is a game there, right? There is a game. You see a game? There's a game. I see a game. Woo! Scared me for a moment there. All right, MJ flying solo. I know. The death counter is up. The death counter is there. It's ready. It's waiting. All right, so I'm here, and the last two we have to complete are the Doctor. Not as cool as some of the doctors out in science fiction, but so we got the Doctor, and we've got Pantsless herself. Which, if we're gonna run around and do things with her, we'd better find her probably some pants. Who do you want to start with, guys? Ensign Temple or Dr. Zorkin? You get to pick. You get to pick. You get to pick. You get to fix it. Uh-oh, wait. If you fix it, then who knows what's gonna happen to me. Beep! What do you guys think? Temple Zorkin, the Temple of Zorkin, Zorkin's Temple. Vote flirt? I could possibly flirt with either of them, I don't know. Temple, Starbuck, Doctor Who? Yeah, okay, oh, we got two people going for Temple, so I guess we'll have to find her some pants at some point. Maybe not, let's just leave her pantsless. You know, it kind of matches her outfit, she doesn't need anything else, right?
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
You're eager to move on. I'd be glad to train you, or this isn't a classroom. Oh, that reminds me, before we get into any major decisions here, I got something I gotta bring up. The Heidi window. It's in here somewhere. There's the pie chart. Giveaways. Dialogue. There we go. Alright, now what's up? Pants are overrated. Yeah, I know. Who needs pants?
You're embarking on a new career. No nostalgia for your old life?
None, sir. If I'm here, I intend to commit myself. I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
Ah.
As part of my crew, you have my protection.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
That was one. Wait, I got dark side points for that? What the heck? How did I get dark side points? Ooh, We've increased to 2. I think she likes
You said
being
you
without
wanted to
pants.
talk. Yes, sir. Ensign Raina Temple.
Wait, how'd
formerly
she get her
of the Chief's
pants in the
expansion
cutscene?
Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
Don't get cute with me.
I can show you a few things. What brings this on?
Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
Get someone else to help. You've been doing fine. Let's get you into shape.
If I didn't think you were capable, I wouldn't have you out there.
That's kind of you to say, but would you bet your life on it? Come on.
No, I bet my life on my skills. My
Right.
skills.
I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
Can't tell all my secrets. Never show mercy. Above all, stay focused. I'll just say stay
Never
focused.
let anything distract you. No one can compensate for your errors.
I'm confident it isn't so dire, but I take your point. You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
I didn't know your father was part of intelligence.
I thought I'd mentioned it. He was a cipher. Thank you for the lesson. A few more, and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them.
Boy, I'm getting dark side points just talking to her, man. She's a bad influence on me.
Sir, since our combat session went so well, I thought we might try something else. Lessons in interpersonal manipulation and information extraction. Lecture 1 entitled...
You're not cut out for this.
You want me to teach you how to lie and manipulate people?
You don't need a thug on your team, sir. I admire the intelligence tradition, and I want to pull my weight. When I first arrived at Zero Station, no one trusted me. I was the human Imperial who must have been a spy. But I learned my way around. And once the Chiss accepted my competence, it was easy to make friends.
Oh, charming. That sounds flirty, right?
That's one of your strengths. People like you, and you can use that.
So suppose we're separated during an operation against pirates, say. How does your hand-trained operative play it?
Watch and listen. Stick with force. I'm not getting it. Okay.
You blend into the background and wait for an opportunity. Don't stir the pot unless you know what you're in for.
I'll happily leave that to you, then. I don't know what you think of my potential, sir, but I do appreciate your guidance. I've been deceiving people like an amateur for years. Time I started doing it right.
I've been deceiving people like an amateur. Let's deceive people like a pro! BBB says that Ensign Temple takes her pants off to get me to talk to her. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we're not going anywhere with this one.
How can I help you, Ensign?
Personal question for you, sir, if you don't mind my asking. When you have to win a man's affections over the course of a mission, does it bother you?
Oh. Well, the way you guys vote, I need to say I rather enjoy it since she's a flirt monster.
Getting close to our targets is one of the perks of this job.
You're a cad, sir. Don't mistake me, I've been involved with plenty of the wrong men, but going in there was always the chance they'd work out. I don't know how I'd make that connection if I knew it wouldn't last. Or if I had someone waiting back home.
There are alternatives. Look for love where you can. Don't romanticize them. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Yeah, how many husbands do you have, dear? Because I have 2 or 3 or something. I don't know. I can't keep track of them all. not sure what this look for alternatives one is gonna say. Look for love where you can, or there are always alternatives. Two husbands, a boyfriend, and a girlfriend. Oh, is that what I'm at? Okay, two husbands, a boyfriend, and a girlfriend. Oh, guys, I don't know which one to do. Always alternatives or look for love where you can. Should I be all romantic? What will the alternative one say? So, you know what? I'm gonna give this. Oh, crud. See if I can do. If I can actually do a vote here. We'll do a vote here before it becomes necessary. So there you go. Poll is open. You can vote for 1. There's always alternatives. 2, look for love where you can. Or 3, don't romanticize the work. You guys have 1 minute. Do 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 do. Tor, 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 tor. Tor, 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 tor. Tor, 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 tor. Tor, 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 tor. Tor, 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 tor. Alright, how's the timer going? Oh, you guys still have time. I guess I tortored a little too fast. I tortored too fast, man. Alright, a little more time, little more time, little more time. You guys got a little more time, a little more time, a little more time to vote for an answer. Votey, votey, vote, 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 votey, votey. Oh, time's up, time's up. So let's see how well. Okay, close the poll. Poll is closed. And then we need to hit refresh, and we need to hit. Oh, we gotta roll up this way to get pie chart. Pie! Ooh, we gotta move pie up. Okay, so vote 3, didn't get much. Vote 2, and ah, you guys tied again! You guys tied! Oh, now I gotta come up and I gotta random. Alright, what? What's it? Wasn't it random 2? 1 through 2? Maybe not. I rolled a 2! Looking for love in any of the places. Looking for love even in the crawl spaces. Looking for love. Ooh. Alright. Look for love where you can. Although I am dying to know what the alternatives are. Oops, that moved a little too much. Move down, move back. There you go. All right. 2 it is. Look for love where you can.
Don't put your life on hold in the name of duty.
But duty always comes first, doesn't it? At least I have my parents as an example. Happily married cipher agents, so far as I ever knew.
Both your parents, huh? Sometimes agents bond well.
I didn't know your family had such a history with the work.
Well, somewhat, anyway. Thank you for your honesty, sir. You won't regret these sessions.
Wow.
What's going on, Ensign?
Sir, Dr. Loken's been filling in the gaps in my education. He has quite a few stories. Here's what puzzles me. I've always been taught to respect the chain of command, and yet you... How does anyone control a field agent?
Independence bothers you. You can't control everything. But I like to control things.
Placing an operative in the field is always a risk. If you don't trust someone's judgment, you don't send him out.
What sort of judgment, though? You can't make operational decisions from the front line.
Sometimes you make mistakes, you worry too much.
All All you can do is respond to each situation, right or wrong.
And live with the consequences. I don't want to do wrong, sir. My father ignored an edict from the Sith, and instead of facing his punishment, he ran. I won't repeat his mistake. Accidentally.
Oh, what
What
happened?
did your father do that was so terrible?
I'd rather not discuss it. Refusing to do his duty was enough. I'll stop troubling you about this. Back to the job, then.
Huh.
Sir, I just had a talk with Vector. Not something I do often, but I think I'm getting used to the eyes. When I was a little girl, the only aliens I ever saw were the cussed city slaves. Now we see stranger things every day.
There are benefits to a job like ours.
Shame we're not allowed to take pictures. Anyway, I want to get more combat practice in before tomorrow. Talk soon?
Only one dark side point there.
Something I can help you with, Ensign?
Hey,
I was
Deviant.
hoping you could increase my security clearance, sir. At least long enough so I could know about my promotion.
What promotion are we talking about?
The top secret one, sir. I can only assume it occurred. I'm pleased to say that I finished, as best I can, putting myself through the Imperial Intelligence training regimen, save the psychological tests. With your help, I'm now almost qualified to be here. Thank you.
You've come a long way, baby.
If you have more questions, feel free to ask.
I was taught the best operatives figure it out for themselves.
Boy, she has a comeback for anything I tell her, doesn't she? Oh my goodness. La 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 la
I've
la.
been monitoring Chiss Defense Force frequencies, tracking ship movements in the Rim. Nothing extraordinary, but I'd like your permission to investigate if something comes up, assuming you trust me solo.
What are you looking for out there?
Anything to keep me busy. Monitor duty kept me sane on Hoth, and here I won't freeze to death if I leave my station, so I'll let you know if I find something, sir. Don't worry.
Ah, boy, oh boy, wow, this is not the most
Yes, Ensign.
exciting. We're not even fighting
Sir,
anything.
There's something you should know. I've been scanning Chiss frequencies, passing the time, checking low security reports. An old associate left this message where he knew I could find it. It's a hologram that Chiss intercepted from Korriban.
This old associate of yours. Someone from the Defense Force.
Yes, but the important thing is the message itself.
Maybe we'll get to go
I have
fight!
received the fugitive's location. Even he could not run forever. We must now find the Force sensitive he hid from us. You need not send your agents. I'll make the former Cypher 3 pay for his defiance myself.
I'm sorry, sir. If I knew this would be an issue, I would have told you earlier. Cypher 3 is my father.
Well,
The
I
Force
figured
sensitive
that
is
is
hiding
already.
as me.
He's been on the run from the Sith all these years. Impressive.
I was a child. When the Sith made their rounds, my father made sure I was elsewhere. Then he disappeared. The Sith will do worse than kill him. Torture, public display. He can't go through that. Not for me.
Ooh, let's
If you
make her
have a
feel
solution,
trusted.
I'm listening.
I can find my father before Lord Durok does. There are coordinates in the message. With your permission, I can give him her quick death.
What?
You want to kill your own father?
I don't want any of this, but there isn't any other choice. I won't be gone long. Besides, if I
Rescue
don't
him.
do something, your security could be compromised.
Aw, come on, I'm kinda nice.
All right. Go if you must. But don't make any decisions until you've found your father.
We'll see. Thank you.
Wow, so I don't even go off on adventures with her. She goes on her own.
It's
Oh.
done. I'm back. I found Cypher 3. I found my father, and I executed him, so the Sith couldn't. He said he understood.
Egads. Egads! She's almost as bad as, but like you guys would have voted for her to do. Oh. Are you going to... I can't level any higher. I'm pretty sure I can't. Oh, how could you?
I wish there had been a way to spare him.
Don't apologize. He was a criminal, and we did our duty. But he was hunted down and punished for keeping me a secret. Real justice would be turning myself into the Sith.
I'd consider it.
What's done is done. Martyring yourself won't change it.
No, and I don't want to die. Not on Korriban. I'm grateful for your help. We did the proper thing.
We? What are you weeing? You're the one who did it. Oh, hey, look, I even moved position. Alright, back over to pantsless. We're gonna get through this, man.
So
We're gonna
Dr.
get through
Logan was
this.
just telling me stories about my father from his intelligence days. All lies, I think, but that's alright. What would you say if I brought some personal items on board? I haven't played the Melodium for years, but lately I've had the urge.
You never told me you played the Melodium.
Well, I'm not exactly proud of it. But I did realize, maybe it's time I stopped spending all day, every day, on duty. The 14-hour shift is enough.
She is one focused little girl, isn't she? Oh, 5. I do have 5 more levels with the expansion, huh? Okay. Maybe I will level with
Sir,
these guys.
If I could have your attention. Given what the
Attention,
crew survived
please.
lately, I've decided we ought to celebrate with a night out. You should come along, for morale.
You socialize with the crew? Oh, yes.
We could all use a chance to relax. Count me in.
Come on, you can protect me from Dr. Loken.
Oh, it's Dr. Loken coming on to her. What? We don't get to go out for the night on the town? Oh, come on! I've done nothing but stand on this bridge and stand and stand.
Sir, I want you to be the first to know. I've declined to join the Toxitrooper Brigade on Quesh. I received a personalized transfer offer from Major Janos a few days ago. My time on Hoth flagged me as hostile environment capable.
Wait a minute. Maybe if I were, you know, actually in a cantina, then she would, like...
I didn't realize you were unhappy here.
I'm not. But how often does a girl get a chance to fight in the chemical mines? It could make my career. There really was a time when I'd have considered it. For the promotion, for the sake of hiding. Not so much anymore. I'm proud to stand with you and fight for the Empire until the end.
I'm proud to have you at my side.
Thank you, sir.
Not really
Now,
at my
I
side.
believe we
You're
have
under
a
my
mission of
heel.
some sort, shall we?
Wait, we have a mission? No, we don't have a mission. You're taunting me. You're taunting me. Wait. Wait a minute. Are we all done talking to her? Well, shoot. What level have we gotten her to? I don't even remember. Our companions on this map. Cleo's 10, Vector's 10. She's only 5? Well, that kind of sucks. That really sucks, actually. We're gonna have to do a lot to boost her, I guess. Alright, time for the dock.
Cypher, I've finished unpacking the last of my equipment. Between your ship's onboard systems and my custom apparatus, you'll soon have the finest in-flight laboratory in the sector.
This in-flight laboratory of mine, does it serve a particular purpose?
For now, I expect to find it occupied by the Rakghoul data we procured. But I'm sure we'll find other uses. Officially, of course, I'm in semi-retirement, monitoring background radiation somewhere in the Zetan wastes. Unofficially, I'm
Maybe
very
she'd
much
like a
looking forward
gift
to
of
traveling
pants.
with you.
We do things by the book here. No, we don't. We don't ever do things by the book.
What exactly is your position in Imperial intelligence?
Oh, keep
Let's
it
just say
private
that
between us.
current
Was that a flirt?
Administration is happy that I'm off Drummond Cass, but they're willing to turn a blind eye. Should you need anything from me, you only have to ask. Although, if you want my genetic code rewritten, let me know before we leave the ship.
Just don't eat the crew. Just don't eat the crew.
I thought you could become a Rakghoul whenever you wanted.
It's somewhat more complicated and time-consuming. Well, nothing to be concerned with, but rarely an option in the field. Good day.
Alright.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejarik player and a scribe of the Ilfmar gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
By all means, continue.
I wouldn't want to take your time, but Master Vector, we should talk again.
Of course, Doctor.
What?
Your crew
Hubby
members
just
are
ran
delightful
away.
people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage
Fluent
it.
in profanities.
Leadership is such a delicate thing.
Leadership is making sure people know their place.
Spoken like a
Oops.
true Imperial patriot. Still, you should value their camaraderie. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
Well, not as much voting here, guys.
Some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence. Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cypher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
I've never heard of a Cypher 12. They don't mention our predecessors much.
Our history is fleeting, to say the least. Cypher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
Were you partners?
I was technical advisor on several of his assignments, and we shared a taste in Mirialan cuisine. Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few ciphers survive past year 5?
I've heard it mentioned. I'm good at beating the odds. Death isn't what worries me.
Not many ciphers survive fighting Jedi and Sith either.
More than you might suppose. I admire the line you walk
And he
between
disapproves
obedience
of so
and
much.
Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies. Be careful not to end up without recourse.
You chose to join my crew. If you didn't like my methods, you could have found a way out by now. What are you after?
I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
Oh, you think I'm going to die before you? I can arrange for that to be different.
Cypher, I had the most delightful conversation with Master Vector.
Oh, delightful.
I'm getting a feed on my earpiece. One moment. I apologize. That's the third time this week one of my security alarms has gone off.
Where did you set up an alarm system?
I monitor all my safe houses as a matter of course. I have a few dozen around the galaxy. A precaution, really. I haven't needed them in years. Usually when an alarm goes off, it means a child has come exploring, or a rat has slipped through the ventilation shafts.
You're not going to double-check?
Hardly worth the bother. I really should dismantle the safe houses altogether. But old habits die hard. Besides, I hold out hope that I'll need to go to ground someday in one last exciting adventure.
Oh, let's stroke his ego.
Remind me not to underestimate you, Doctor. If we ever need a sanctuary...
You'll have whatever humble aid I can provide.
Oh, chatty, chatty, chit, chat, chat, chitty,
Doctor,
chat, chat, chat,
you
chitty,
wanted to
chat,
talk.
chat, chat.
Yes, and I'm terribly sorry to take your time. But I have a small request. To be frank, it's a bit of an embarrassment.
If you need to start feeding on humanoid blood, I don't think I can arrange it.
You almost sound like you disapprove. It's nothing of the sort. I told you before about my safe houses, how my intruder alarms have been going off. But I attributed it to local happenstance. I may have been mistaken.
Ooh,
My safe
adventure
house
maybe.
on Balmora exploded.
Too bad you weren't there. Wow,
Would
I
you
can
like
be
to
nasty.
Elaborate on that.
Very much, but my scanners melted 0.7 milliseconds after activation. I could theorize regarding who did this and why, but truthfully,
Let's
all I
go,
know
let's go,
is
let's go.
Someone bypassed Imperial security to get inside.
Let's go, let's go.
I'll need to see the safe house in person.
Come on, let's go,
I'll
let's
return
go.
as soon as I can.
Oh.
This isn't the time to play coy. Who do you think did this?
Shall I enumerate everyone who holds a grudge? I'm not being evasive. It is a very long list. Now, if you'll excuse me, my safe house awaits.
Man, they're all going off on adventures and not taking me. Come on. What's with that? Ah.
Well, I'm afraid the news is mixed. My safe house did indeed burn to the ground, along with 3 would-be assassins who were attempting to wire it with explosives. Apparently, my security triggered their bombs prematurely.
Good security, and I like questions, but
I assume you're trying to ID these people.
I did acquire genetic samples of the intruders. I'll be running traces shortly. One was a human male. The others, uncertain. Regardless, they used Imperial equipment and codes to get inside. Someone in the Empire wants me dead.
don't hide anything from me. Give me your analysis. You're sure they're Imperial?
Supposing you're right, what do you intend to do about it?
The list of people with grudges...
I bet
against
you're
me is
glad you
long and
saved all
varied
these
one.
conversations.
It'll be some time before I narrow it down. But I take comfort in the fact that I'm once again viewed as a threat. My days in retirement are over.
Oh, Mr. Semi-retired. At least getting all the conversations at once, you know? Get kind of
What
a
can I
flow
do
of
for you,
them.
Doctor?
Forgive me, but as your sole medical officer, I have to point out that your eating habits have been less than satisfactory lately. Now, I'll take my share of the blame. I've been preoccupied making calls, catching up on what I've missed in the intelligence
Or are we gonna have
community.
dinner together?
Still, the fact that people are trying to kill me does not excuse my neglect of your health.
Do you do this to annoy me?
Any leads on the people who came after you on Balmora?
I've identified one of the assassins as an operative for Colonel Langor.
Hey,
a man with
Larry!
ties to the Imperial Science Bureau. The Bureau is also the likely origin of the other dead men whose genetic structure had been mutated. Weaponized humans.
Hey, that makes me think. Why don't I come over here and see if Larry's joined in, Uh-oh. That shouldn't have happened. Aw. No Larry in chat. That was worth a try. Well, I mean, in voice chat. Larry, you're welcome to come join. Although we know that means you'll interrupt cutscenes. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, talk about the Science Bureau. The assassins are mutated.
I've heard of the Bureau, but I don't know much about it.
Military research, organized like an insect's hive of divisions and subdivisions, with their own would-be queens. Which reminds me, I'd like your permission to run some tests on Master Vector. I'm rather curious about a joiner's physiology.
You're not running
And Vector
tests on
is
my
keen to learn
sweetie.
more about himself.
Woohoo! We're bringing the Larry down. We also need to make it so Larry can hear me. Hello, Larry.
Hey.
So Larry couldn't join earlier because he was too busy, you know, talking up a storm with the devs. Yeah.
I was actually talking to the SWTOR devs.
So yeah, he ditched us for the devs, guys. I mean, priorities.
Right.
You've missed so much excitement and adventure, Larry. It's unbelievable.
The sitting on your ship talking to your companions. Yeah, I know how that goes.
Well, pantsless was at least semi-amusing. Okay, wait a minute. You're just curious? Don't even think about it. Well, I don't know. Is he gonna mess with hubby here? Although it is hubby's own body, so I guess we'll go with if he's willing.
Cause harm. I don't have any objections.
Wonderful. I'll let him know the good news.
Yeah.
And of course,
Don't mess
I'll
with his
keep you
libido
apprised.
either, Betty. No. Larry arrives and almost name drops straight away. Yeah, we've only gotten Ensign Temple to level
My good
5.
friend, have you noticed
I
that the
saw
price
that.
of
I caught the
Dianogan
end of
tea has
Ensign
risen
Temple
considerably
whenever I
since we broke the Treaty
jumped
of
in.
Coruscant.
Yeah.
The costs of war you never
it's
anticipate.
a lot of sitting in your ship
And now
just
my
talking
jamming
to
device is working,
the,
so we can
the conversations.
dispense with the inanities.
It seems like the adventures happen when you're not talking to the companions. Like when they're off going to do something else. It's amazing.
Yeah, so that's been interesting. Oh, what's this? He wants us to... One of the cost of war you never anticipate. Jamming device is working. We can dispense with the... I thought you liked babbling.
You're not usually this cautious.
Yeah, I hear
What's going on?
NJ's cat too.
Thanks to a now wealthy Kubaz
Oh,
information broker,
sorry,
I've identified the
guys.
people who want me dead. They
Yep,
represent an
one of the
organization
kittens.
called Project Protean, a secret
That
research
mic
and
is
development
freakishly
group
good.
inside the Imperial Science Bureau.
Oh, let's see. Project Protean. I could make it really loud and I could stick her up next to the mic and then you guys would think that there are like helicopters going around outside or something. Yeah. This is an N. Alright. Secret Research and Development Group. So let's get them shut down. Now,
What
questions.
does Protean do? What do they want?
Protean researches practical applications of alien biology. You recall the genetically modified assassins who came after me? They're only
You
the
did that
beginning.
on purpose now.
Imagine troops spliced with Abyssin genes to enhance healing, or adrenals derived from Gamorrean hormones.
I have
Most
no idea how
subjects
loud
don't
that
fare
is. I'm
well.
gonna have to go
You can
back
see
and
the
listen.
potential.
Yes, I just held her up to the mic. Yeah.
So I stayed up till 3 o'clock last night
Oh yeah.
playing through Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Oh. So you
Do I
could
have-
finish it up?
Yeah, so I can finish it up. So I can so I could do a review, which I did. I did an actual review of the the single player content for Knights of the Eternal Throne, because I finished it. I got through all of it.
Oh wait, I thought you said you were doing Fallen Empire. You did Eternal Throne?
Oh, did I say Fallen Empire? I meant Eternal Throne.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say I thought you actually did.
Yeah, the new stuff, the Eternal Throne stuff. I finished it up last night at 3:00.
Wow. See, Larry is the one you guys want to be showing off. Bree actually asked today, "Oh, can you do the new content?" I'm like, "Well, one, it's for subscribers. I may have finally managed to get my subscription through. No thanks to BioWare." But Larry's the one you guys want to take in there. Seriously.
So I'm going to do it on Friday, which is the official launch of it. So
yay! That is awesome. You sure you don't want to do it tomorrow and give a heads up, sneak it in?
I don't think I can do it tomorrow. My schedule, as I get closer to like Christmas and this time of year, my schedule gets really, really hectic. So it's hard for me to do this kind of stuff, but I can do it on Friday. I'll get it in. I'll go until, whenever I absolutely have to leave. So it might even be a couple hours of streaming.
Oh, nice. Oh, here we're going to make a choice here. We haven't had any light side, dark side choices, but I've been getting dark side points.
An ex-fixer.
There's a great deal of interdepartmental rivalry in our work, and my research does overlap with theirs. They may have targeted me in order to ensure that they
You're
have no
getting dark
competition
side points
inside or outside the Empire.
Yeah, every time I talked to Ensign Temple, I got dark side points. Every single time. For no reason. There were no light or dark side choices. Just, I got dark side points just for talking to her. Maybe because I wasn't letting her wear pants or something.
It has to be the pants.
It has to be the pants. Okay, ooh.
So,
go ahead.
There is a new dark side, light side mechanic, and I'm not sure all the nuances of it, to be perfectly honest. But everything that you do applies light or dark side points. If you go to the bottom of your screen, it's usually at the bottom of your screen.
Wait, is this something that just started today?
It started Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so everything you do influences dark side and light side now. If you go to, there's a little toggle at the bottom. It has a dark side symbol and a light side symbol right next to each other.
I can't see that until I'm out of the cutscenes.
Oh, well, okay, once you're out of the cutscene.
We'll do that. And then after we're done with this cutscene, Lover Soft Wheelick wants to hear about any scoops you have. Okay, so wait a minute.
Okay.
How do you want to proceed? I want to meet with them.
Tell me where to find these people. I'm going to talk to them.
Right now, I'm unsure where the project is based or how to contact its members, but I wanted to keep you apprised. Now, about that Dianogan tea.
Yeah, see? Look at that. Influence gain. Oh, yeah, and they've totally changed up the UI, which is one reason I kind of don't want to go fight anywhere, because I've got to completely rearrange my UI again. Look at that. Things are missing. Wait.
Yeah,
see, down on, you said down on the bottom? I see.
Well, it is normally on the bottom. That's where it hold on, I'm going to see if I can.
Yeah, can you find it on my screen? Because I don't see it.
I don't see it either. If you go to the gear up at the top and then go to interface editor, I think that it's called, I'm not in game right now, so I can't see it. I think that it's called alignment toggle or something along that line.
Oh, wow, way over here. Oh,
yeah,
it's underneath the map.
Ah, well, there you go.
Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be... There it is. Commit your allegiance to the dark side. Commit your allegiance to the light side. Wait, can you click it?
Yes.
So if you click it...
If you click
what happens? Do I break stuff?
So the things that you do count towards that particular faction, whatever you want to call it. And ultimately, I don't know if you've seen it yet. At this time of day, you might not, but there will be periodically there will be a bar that appears up at the top of your screen that has a dark side light side thing on it. It'll make a swooshing kind of noise, and it'll go up a level. And that means that people on the server have added to either dark side or light side, and that has gone up a level. There's all sorts of like little bitty neat mechanics that go along with that. Like there's like if the dark side the dark side gets to 5, then like on, for instance, Alderaan, Sith Lords will appear, and light side people can go fight them, and it's there's all sorts of little bitty things like that.
Oh. So, no, dark side does not have cookies. Have you guys seen that guy? That was the best costume ever. It was a full stormtrooper with a Cookie Monster head, and he had a sign that said, "The dark side lied. There are no cookies." I thought that was the best costume ever. All right, we're going to click the light side then and
A moment.
see
Hour 36.
how that affects things.
Subject exhibiting low-grade
Now, you still
fever
have
and elevated
you still have your choices and
I will
whatnot
proceed
that
to
you
the
still
second
make
formula.
within the dialogue that are going to be dark side or light side, but this is just yet another way to get dark side or light side
Apologies
points.
for that, Agent.
Mm.
Bio-experiment logs wait for no man.
Bio-experiment logs. Okay.
Going to say what your experiment is about?
Well, I told you about Project Protean and their research into alien genetics. I managed to gain access to one of their databanks.
Nothing incriminating there, but I was impressed by their scientific data. I've been adapting it for my own studies into the Rakghoul virus.
If you're running tests on yourself, you must be confident in the results.
Sample assays can only tell one so much. I'm now in my second day incubating the modified virus.
On our
It doesn't
ship.
break down my cell structure entirely. I should emerge revivified.
You become a stronger, faster man-eater.
More important, the change
Stronger,
itself
faster
will be
man-eater.
less
He's a
taxing.
man-eater.
It's not unpleasant as is, but it leaves me with a tremendous
He is a
headache.
Rakghoul.
Now,
He
if you'll
is.
excuse me, this fever is becoming distressing.
Yep, there you go. Light side points.
See?
Interesting.
Agent, you can bear witness. Dr. Lokin has agreed to hike Cars Falls with us if we visit the Cars City Opera.
Vector's musical tastes are frankly unsophisticated.
What?
I'm only trying to help.
Then we have a deal.
What?
Well, that can wait.
He's
Right now, there's
insulting
something
my
Felix
one
must
of my
discuss.
hubbies here. Calling him
One of your hubbies.
unsophisticated.
Would you care to tell me what's going on?
We're in the dark as well.
As you are both aware, I've been investigating Project Protean, an off-the-books division of the Imperial Science Bureau.
The people who want you dead.
Precisely. Their research is focused on human-alien genetic splicing. I've studied their files, along with your own physiology, Master Vector, and I've come to a conclusion.
He's come to a
Project Protean
conclusion.
arranged your meeting with the Killiks so they could study the joining.
Project Protean. Is that like... Talk about recycling names.
Yeah, it's all about joining species together.
What?
Oh, see, not many choices.
Why would they do that? And why Vector?
Thanks to the Killiks, he's stronger, more capable, an ideal soldier or infiltrator.
A science experiment.
For what it's worth,
The-
I don't believe it was personal.
Proteus
They wanted
is
to
the
test
name
something,
of a...
and you were on Alderaan already.
See, I told you guys, if Larry were here, he'd interrupt the cutscenes.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
Yep, go ahead. What?
Because Proteus, not Protean, but Proteus is a name of a species in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
What?
Inter gaming references, those have never happened before.
Ever, never.
Never. Let's see, I don't believe it was personal. They wanted a tough subject and you were on Alderaan. Oh, what are the implications, or are you okay? Oh, let's talk to hubby.
What do you think of all this?
We think we are who we are, but we prefer not to be someone else's puppet.
Understandable. They have files on the Killiks, ways to hurt joiners or to heal them. They may have altered Vector or simply observed him. I consider it our obligation to find Project Protean and end them, for Vector's sake as well as mine.
You've pulled a lot of data on these people. Finish the job.
It will be my pleasure.
If you'll excuse us, we'd like to commune with the Hive.
You don't want my advice, but I'll give it anyway. Vector knows who he is. Give him time to be sure of it.
I'm getting more Vector, more Vector influence, but I don't need any more of that. I think we influenced pretty well already, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're still going.
Influencing each other all over the place.
Project Protean.
Yep.
To find people who want me dead and who are responsible for Vector's condition. I have the location of their headquarters.
Wait. Headquarters? Headquarters? Do we finally get ourselves?
No,
Here,
you're just walking over to a desk.
Yeah.
That's your adventure.
No!
Give me the details, Doctor.
Protean's main laboratory is on a planetoid in the subterral sector. Security is tight, but not impervious.
Yes.
I've arranged
Let's go get
transportation
it.
for
Let's go
Vector
get it.
and myself. He
Wait,
deserves to know the truth.
you
about
and
his
Vector, not
victimizers.
me? I want to come with you!
If you're moving against Protean, I ought to be there. Besides, you'll need assistance.
I'm afraid this is a personal matter,
Ah.
and I am capable of operating on my own. I plan
And,
to learn exactly why Protean
Starbuck,
tried to kill me and
the-
recover their data on Master
They,
Vector.
they weren't dark
The
side
rest we can
cookies in
play by ear.
SWG. Those were Wookiee cookies.
Wookiee cookies.
They were. That's actually what they're called. Wookiee cookies is what they were called.
Yeah, I plan to learn exactly why they tried to kill me and recover their data on Vector. Why so focused on him? Take care of him. What?
You've stayed close to him since you came on board. What does Vector mean to you?
He's a curiosity, I admit. But he also has a frustrating honesty about him. I admire that. We'll see you again when this is over.
Take care of him. And no, I don't get to go on the adventure again!
I'm beginning to think that your companions just don't like you.
Cleo likes me.
We have returned from Project Protean.
Yeah, but do
I'm-
you really want to be
Task is
liked
done.
by
I
Galileo?
have
I'm
promises
pretty
to
sure
keep.
Vector likes
It
me.
seems Protean was based on
Did you go on
prior
any
experiments
adventures
in
with
alien
Vector?
biology.
Oh, we had plenty
None
of
prior
adventure.
experiments.
On the
I had no
ship?
proof until I discovered
Well,
certain
yeah,
former associates
and anywhere
in the
else
Protean
we-
lab. But I've ensured that they will not misuse my research again.
What did you do at the research facility?
Vector and I entered the facility as planned and interviewed the woman in charge. In return for my generosity sparing the laboratory, I've been appointed unofficial Protean director. From now on, every experiment, every assay goes through me.
You got what you wanted. You're out of retirement with your own organization. How long have you been planning this?
Would you believe me if I said some of this was happy coincidence? Protean serves a function, bringing the benefits of alien biology to all people.
Starting with its work on joiners.
Your Protean files have already been deleted, and the Killik experiments stopped.
That's right, Bill.
Hmm.
That's right, Bill. Flirt with the doctor so you can go somewhere. Otherwise, you're just not gonna go.
I don't think there is an option to flirt with the doctor. Can offer to be a meal, I guess, or something, but...
So, I don't know if any of you guys remember the Republic show that I did. The girl that we did the show with, Laura, she was in love with Dr. Loken. She loved Dr. Loken. She was like she thought he was the
Best companion ever?
Best companion ever. She thought she was so disappointed when there wasn't a flirt option with him.
That's not what I would have expected, but you know. Say make sure Protean does good. I expect results from you. So, well, let's do the good.
That's not enough. No more treating people as test subjects. You'll reform, Protean, and I'll be watching.
I have no desire to make you into an enemy.
Cat is now
He
firmly
offered to try and
planted
cure
on
us.
my arm.
We refused, of course. We don't entirely understand him, but we don't blame him for Protean's work, or for our joining, whatever his part really was.
You think he was more involved than he admits?
We think we're never going to trust him, and we think it doesn't matter. We're glad he's on our team.
Boy, there's not going to be any smooch in this entire stream. What is with this? Oh, wait, I'm all the way out here. Let's go back and find the doctor. Is there more talking to the doctor? More talking! More talking.
Doctor, what can I do for you today?
Give me
I was
the
just thinking what a
news, I
fine
got it.
team we've made. You realize that when we met, I had an extremely low opinion of you. I assumed you'd earned
No.
your position through political connections. I made that mistake with an agent
No.
once before.
You have to explain these things to me.
Ooh, go on. Has your opinion changed? Ooh, go on or has your opinion changed, Larry? What do you think will give me more?
Go on.
What agent would that be?
A man who was promoted to keeper and eventually minister. Clever if confounding. He'll have my eternal respect. Your path may be similar to his. Given that and the state of our empire, I believe it's wise if I continue to advise you.
Really? You think I need to be advised by you, a guy who can't possibly even keep honest,
Well, he can't.
huh?
He can't keep his pants on.
No, his pants have stayed on, apparently.
Oh, really? That's weird.
I think his pants are on. I don't know. I haven't
No,
checked.
His pants. I'm sorry, I haven't checked.
Well, I haven't. Ah, you sound a little grim. Should I say I'm glad to have him here, although I'm not sure I am.
I don't know. Whatever you think, honestly.
You sound
Think
a little
the state
grim.
of the Empire is so poor.
I think we've both seen things in recent years.
In any case, I'm at your disposal. And one of these days you should consider training more operatives. I'll be happy to grant my insight.
Yeah, your insight. Oh, we're done.
Yay!
No more talking with Doctor. No more talking with Pantsless. So that will leave us only our Scorpio stream
Woohoo!
next time. And then we are going to coffee. Going to get some coffee.
Right.
Oh, that ought to be interesting. Yep, Scorpio is the last one. Except, I think I'm gonna, if I want to end with having higher, blah, 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 you know, affection rating.
Oh, yes.
The Ensign Temple and Dr. Loken are both low.
I would buy. So you don't necessarily have to do this on the stream, but I would buy some gifts for Dr. Loken.
Is it good to have his up?
Yes.
Okay, and oh, do I need to worry about the happiness of my other follower? Because
Your other follower. I'm not
the
sure who
ship
you're
guy,
talking
his,
about. Oh, not really.
I don't think you can even improve his standing.
Yeah, you can. You can, but you don't need to worry about it.
All right, so we'll need to find some money and buy some stuff and get at least one of them happy.
I do want to say this to those guys that are. I will give a little bit of a spoiler to what I'm writing about, with the conversation with the devs. This isn't a story spoiler, so this is a information spoiler, I guess. One of the things that they talked about was the what is being coined Knights of the Eternal Grind. Which is basically it's not eternal grind. It's the command points, the command ranks. This is how you get end game gear, is by getting up command ranks. And one guy in Reddit, which is very astute of him, I guess, went through and calculated how long, or calculated how long it would take to get to level 300, which 300 is the max level that you can get in command rank right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he said if you want to do one character that is 1,168 war zones a week, and you'll have it in a year, or 67 veteran chapters in a week, and you'll have it in a year, 78 master flashpoints in a week, so if you do that 52 times, you'll have it, and 117 veteran uprisings in a week. So if you do all of those on one character in a year, you'll have level 300. That is an insane grind.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they brought that up during when we were talking to the devs, and the developers said that they see the concern. They said that on their end, they as far as their testing goes and as far as their metrics and whatnot go, that nobody, to get into game gear, you will not have to get to level 300 unless you're just an absolute achievement. You got to have that achievement. There's no reason for you to ever have to get to level 300. However, if it turns out that people are really upset about this, start complaining about how they're not getting the gear that they want when they want it, and that sort of thing, or when they need it, and it's just too much of a grind, they do have other options that they're possibly going to implement. However, they didn't specify as to what those were. I don't know if anybody's interested in that sort of thing, because it is end game stuff. Because that's what all command ranks really are, is end game stuff. But for me, being somebody who, I like end game, I like raiding, especially in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I think raiding is a lot of fun in this game. Knowing that there is other systems out there that they might be thinking about, because I did a whole piece on how command rank just is horrible, and it is. It's a bad idea on top of a bad idea.
You just tell me that and it makes me go, I'm not ever going to do anything again. I'm not ever going to. That was just, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the way command rank works is, what's really funny about this system is that they've already implemented this system in the game once before, and it failed horribly.
No.
And so somebody said, you know what? If we do it again the exact same way, we're gonna have different results, right? That's like the definition of insanity right there.
That's like MJ going into something and thinking that the death counter's not going to feed. I mean, come on. Seriously. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't. If people said this in testing, like if people talked about, I'm sure somebody did. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Nobody in testing looked at that and went, yeah, that's a really, really cool idea. You know, I don't think anybody that was in testing would have said that. Any player testing would have looked at that and go, oh, that looks like a great idea. Let's implement it. I don't know why they didn't come up with some other way of doing it.
I don't know. That just...
And don't get me wrong. I mean, and Bill Slowski is talking about another grind fest in another game, and yeah, and you're right. And I'm not against a little bit of a grind. I'm not. That's not what I'm going for here. I don't want everything to be handed to me, but I want there to be tangible achievements or goals that I know I can reach within a certain amount of time or something along that line. Whereas when everything is completely based on RNG, which this is, because what happens is that once you hit it, once you level up in a command rank, you get a box, and inside that box is possibly the gear that you want. It could be not the gear that you want. It could be anything else. So there's that annoys the heck out of me. Where if I knew that at certain command ranks I would get a specific piece of gear, then I would feel a little bit better about it. I might not be completely on board with it because it would depend on the rank and all that kind of stuff, but I would feel a little bit better about it because it's achievable. It's a known achievement. By this time, I will have this. The problem is with the way it's set up is that there is no way to know that by this particular time or this many times of doing something, I will have something. You don't know that. There's no way. It's completely RNG.
Crazy. Well, I think we are going to call our stream for today. We've gotten through everybody but Scorpio, so that's what we have for next week. And remember, later this week, guys, Larry is going to be inside the new expansion, streaming that on Friday, so that will be pretty darn awesome. And next week, Scorpio, and then if we're keeping up on our 2-week schedule, then that means we'll be heading into the expansion before today's expansion with our agent. But that ought to be pretty exciting too. So now Larry did talk to the devs today, guys, so you want to be watching on massivelyop.com to hear more of those details. So he did say something to you today, so you guys got the benefit of, you know, the early viewer catches the info.
That's right.
And of course, there are more things about Tor. There's also all the old stuff. If you are just joining us for Choose My Alignment, then you might want to go back and check out when it all started. And that was last year, the 12 Days of Tor. You can actually search for that straight up on MOP, and you'll find all those episodes, plus the bonus companion episode that was Vector. That was an interesting... Or didn't we have another one with the guy on? No, that was actually in the regular ones. The other guy.
Yeah,
I can't even keep all the...
Is that the one you
Yeah, I can't even keep all the husbands straight, you know? Just can't keep them straight. There's also news and stuff about all the other games that you might like to enjoy reading about, so be sure to check that all out on massivelyop.com. And then don't forget to follow on Twitter and everything else if you want to keep up on... Just basically keep up on games, guys, because we're the place to do that. All right, I want to thank Larry for coming in and interrupting all of our cutscenes again, because we love having him here.
That's what I'm here for.
That is what he's here for.
Cutscenes.
And to thank all of you guys who are here watching today, who support us in so many ways. We've seen some tweets of people who've had their Overpowered shirts. So if you bought one of those, then hey, tweet and link it to us. We'd love to see it. And of course, for everyone who has supported us in every way, from reading, watching, listening, buying t-shirts, Patreon, which you can still do. And oh, there's a new change to Patreon where it won't even wait till the end of the month to charge you. So hey, lots of ways you can show support and hang out with us, and we appreciate each and every one of them. So thank you all, and hopefully you have a fantastic Wednesday. Closer weekend. Bye, folks.
That's it.